Hey class, welcome back to Mr. Andy's channel, to Mr. Andy class. Okay, now, last week you have learned about explanation text, right? So in here, you know that explanation text is about you want to explain something, that there are some technical terms, right? And you know that not only that, you have learned about uh, generic structures, there is title, general statement, sequence explanation, closing, and visual text or diagram. And also, I have given you some of the exercise, right, about the language features. For example, you know, one of the language features in the explanation text is passive voice, okay, because maybe some of you, I can say this one, some of you still confused about the using of passive voice. So today we are going to learn about passive voice. I hope that you have to pay attention about this subject, because after this, remember, after this I'm going to ask you to do something, okay? All right then. By the way, I hope that you are fine there and stay safe, guys. Okay? All right, let's take a look. So, let's go. Passive voice. Okay? So, passive voice in here, please when you learn about this subject, please stop being so passive. Okay? You must be active. Okay? Like this picture. Okay? Stop being so passive. Blah 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 blah. All right then, because you know that we have learned about the definition of passive voice. Okay, passive voice. So you know that passive voice and active totally different. Okay, when we use active voice to say what the actor or subject does, it means that the subject doing something. Okay, remember, the subject, the actor, does something. But however, in passive voice, it's used to say what happens to the subjects. Yeah, remember, this is doing something, but this is to say what happens to the object. Okay, it's very different, guys. Okay, remember. So in here, subject in front of the sentence. So in here, to explain what happened to the object. All right, let's take a look. So you know that passive voice is used when the focus is on the action. Remember, the focus is on the action. Action means that doing something. Okay, action verbs. Okay, not on the actor. Remember, not on the actor. So let's take a look for example. So for this one, this is the active voice. Okay, my grandfather built a house. Remember, my grandfather built a house. In here means that the actor in here as a subject does something, that is build a house. Okay, build a house. So let's take a look. When we want to, where's my pen? Wait a minute. Okay, so let's take a look. We want to make it into the passive in here, guys. Passive. So a house as an object, we move to the front. Okay, so a house. So when we want to make it into the passive voice, remember, a house, you have to use was in here. Remember, there's always to be. Yeah, to be. Yeah, remember why it becomes was, because this one in the passive is in the past tense, verb 2. Okay, verb 2. So in here, you have to use was. After that, use verb 3. So you know that in here, the sentence want to tell about what happened to the object, right? What happened to the objects? So in here, the object was built, okay? The object was built by the grandfather. Grandfather in here moved to the object. All right. Okay then, understand so far about this? Okay, when your active voice is past tense, this is past tense, so you have to put the to be into the past. Okay, okay, this is the basic one, guys. Remember, passive voice is used when the focus is on the action, not to the actor. Action in here means that verb 3. Alright, so let's move on. This is the basic one. Okay, so actually, guys, passive voice, the common form we can see always use be. Okay, remember, use be. Be in here is for present tense, was is for past tense, are present tense, were is past tense, has is for he, she, it. But have, you know, like they, we, you, I, okay, plus been. Remember, past participle in here, verb 3. Okay, let's take a look. The example. Subject stole my bike. Subject stole my bike. So subject in here, we can say the subject did this action in the past tense because this is from steal. Okay, stole my bike. So when you want to change this one into the passive, remember the bike, this one, my bike, you have to put in front first. After that, when you move it, remember you have to use be in here. But before you want to put the B, okay, B, so you have to look at first about here, yeah, my bike. So it must be was. Okay, don't use were. Were is not right. Okay, but use was. Okay, but after that, you have to use verb 3. Remember the difference, right? The subject, it's moved to here. So why I across this one, guys? Across this one because it's optional. You can use by, you can use you cannot use that one. It's okay. This is optional. Okay, not all the time you want to use by for the passive voice. Okay, all right. So this is for the general truth. Remember, always use be and verb 3. Be, verb 3. Okay. Next, we made a mistake. We made a mistake. So here, a mistake, you move to be in front of the sentence. Remember, be must be was. Okay. Made, you have to use made. Okay, because you know verb 2, verb 3 is the same for made, made. Okay. For example, another example, subject wrote a letter. For example, we make another example. Nata wrote a letter. Nata wrote a letter. So in here, a letter, you move in front of the sentence if you want to change to the passive voice. Okay, a letter was written by Nata. Was written by Nata. Okay, so this is optional, guys. Yeah. All right. Do you have any question about the general structure? General means in here, yeah, the basic things that you have to know about passive voice. Okay, can we move on? Right. Okay, let's move. So let's take a look for number 1 for the tenses. Let's see for present simple. Okay, so in the simple present tense, we can take a look. The main verb use verb 1, or we can say verb 1 plus S or ES. It depends of the subject, right? Yes. Okay. So in here, example, somebody cleans this room every day. Somebody cleans this room every day. So let's take a look about this one. This room, if you want to change, remember, this is the object, right? This is the verb 1 plus S. This is subject. Okay. This room object move to the first sentence. Okay. So it becomes this room, remember, clean. Yeah, cleans. This is present tense because there is S. Yeah. This room, yeah, look at this. This is present tense. So the be must be present tense too. Okay. But before it, you have to use the object first that you move from the behind. So this room is cleaned. Remember, cleaned using verb 3, past participle, verb 3, and use every day. Okay, this is for simple present tense. Remember, because this is simple present tense, you use be as simple present tense. But before it, you have to use this one first. Got it? All right. Next, let's move on for simple past tense. Because you know that simple past tense, the main verb use verb 2. Okay, the main verb use verb 2. When you want to change into the passive voice, you use the be, was, or were. Was is for I, he, she, it. But where the rest of it, okay? Use verb 3. Remember, always use verb 3, okay? Verb 3. Let's take a look for the active voice. Somebody cleans this room every day. Cleans in here verb 2. Yeah, let's move it to the passive voice. Let's change. This room, move in here. Was, why we have to use was? Because this is verb 2. Okay, was cleaned verb 3 yesterday. Okay, yesterday. This room was cleaned yesterday. So, in Bahasa Indonesia, active, if you want to translate it, becomes me. So, passive in Bahasa Indonesia becomes di. Okay, so let's translate this one. Seseorang membersihkan ruangan ini kemarin. Ruangan ini dibersihkan kemarin. Okay, okay. Look at the difference, right? You can use by him or her. It's okay. Okay, any question, guys? All right, let's move on. Next, simple future. Because you know that simple future always use will. The main verb is verb 1. Okay, remember, verb 1. Yeah, will in here, this is the, we can say the characteristic of simple future tense. Okay, remember, will plus verb 1. Will, if you want to change into the passive, remember, you use will first plus be plus past participle. Remember, be, you never put be, will plus past participle of verb 3. Never. Don't do that, guys. Okay? You use will first and then be. Okay? Let's take a look at the example. This is the active voice. Somebody will clean this room tomorrow. Somebody will clean this room tomorrow. Yeah? Let's take a look. Let's change this one. This room, okay, remember, will be, okay, cleaned. This is verb 3 plus adverb. Okay, this is a verb. Okay, anytime. Adverb. Okay, look at this, guys. Why don't you put in the passive voice like this? Will, ish, clean. Will, are cleaned. No, you cannot. Okay. Be, you have to use be in here. Never change be to be is, am, are, or was, were, or has, have been, like that. No, you stick to the be. Will be. Okay. Okay. All right. Next. So let's take a look about this one. Modal infinitive. Ya. Modal infinitive in here in bahasa adalah kata kerja bantu. Okay. Kata kerja bantu infinitive in here means that kata kerja dasar. Ya. Okay then. Let's take a look. Modal infinitive in here should, could, may, might. What else, guys? Huh? Probably you know about that one. Okay. Modal plus, this is the modal. Okay, remember modal, have, verb 3. Yeah, it becomes verb 3. Probably also becomes verb 1. Okay, become also verb 3. It can be verb 1, it can be verb 3. Should have done, should have blah 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 blah. Yeah, but in here, let's take a look. If you want to change into the passive, modal plus have plus been plus past participle. Remember, in here, if you want to use have, there is have in the text. It always use or followed by been. Okay, not be anymore, but been. Have been. There is no have be. Okay, have been. Okay, always followed by verb 3. Been plus past participle. Example, somebody should, this is modal, have cleaned this room. Have cleaned this room. Okay, this is subject, this is modal infinitive. Okay, this is have, this is verb 3. Okay, so it becomes this room should have been. Should have been. So, if you want to translate it like this, somebody, seseorang, should, seharusnya telah membersihkan ruangan ini. But in the passive, this room, ruangan ini seharusnya dibersihkan. Dibersihkan, ingat ya. Ya, seharusnya telah dibersihkan. Okay? You got it, the difference, guys? Alright, let's move on. This is for modal. Modal is should, could, may, might. Next. Present perfect. Oh, I like this one, guys. Present perfect always use have, has, plus verb. This is verb 3. Okay. Have, has, plus verb, plus verb 3, I mean. Yeah. Remember, have, has always move by, followed by been, plus verb 3. Okay. Have, you know that if you the subject use have, what, okay, has, he, she, eat. Okay, let's take a look. This room looks nice. Somebody has cleaned this room. This is for the present perfect. This room looks nice. It has been cleaned. Okay, because this is the present perfect tense, so you have to focus about this one. Okay, somebody has cleaned, it has been cleaned. Okay, this room in here, it, don't use this room looks nice, this room blah blah blah. It means that redundant. Okay, you change into the pronoun. It has been cleaned. If this is it, so you have to use has. Okay, don't use have. Okay, this is for present perfect. Any question, guys? No? Okay, let's move on. Next, past perfect. Because you know that present perfect use have has plus verb 3 in here, just make it have has to the past, that is had plus verb 3. Okay, this is the same thing. If this is had, always followed by been. Okay, this is verb 3. Okay, somebody had cleaned this room. Somebody had cleaned this room. This room looks nice and it had been cleaned. Remember, it had been cleaned. Okay, it had been cleaned. Change. This is to replace the room. Okay, all right. Next, any question, guys? Don't be stressful. Just relax. Okay, next move. Some movement, guys. Okay. All right. Let's go next. Present continuous. Okay, present continuous. You know that the characteristic using verb ing, right? Yeah. Before verb ing, there is like is mr. Okay, is mr. Okay. Let's go next. This is the active. Is mr. Okay, is are or being in the past participle. Okay, example. Somebody is cleaning this room at the moment. Somebody is cleaning. Yeah, is cleaning this room at the moment. If there is in here, yeah, yeah, you have to follow being in here. Okay, is. Okay, once again, there is be is plus ing, verb ing. There is plus being plus verb 3. Okay, is that clear? Okay, once again, somebody is cleaning this room. Move this room to the front. Okay, this room. So this is cleaning, being. Remember, being. There's ing. So the be, you have to follow being in here. Plus verb 3. Okay? Next. Past continuous. Past continuous, you know that the be is was, were. Was, were. Plus verb ing. Okay, was, were. This is the same thing, guys. Okay, this is the same thing. The difference between present continuous tense with past continuous tense is only for on the be. So this is using was or were. In the present continuous, use is or are or am. Okay. Example. Somebody was cleaning this room when I arrived. Somebody was cleaning this room when I arrived. Was cleaning. Okay. Move this room. Was being cleaning. Verb 3. Remember, always follow being. If there is ing, verb ing. Okay. All right. Any question, guys? No. Okay, let's move on. Okay, next, let's take a look at the example. Okay, let's take a look the example, the verb with two objects. Okay, because we have discussed about the verb with one object. Okay, the sentence with the one object. Now let's take a look. How about if there is a sentence use two objects? Okay, this is one object. Example: Jane wrote a letter. But two sub objects like this: Jane wrote a letter to Jack. Okay, a letter and Jack. Object, object. Okay, this is subject. This is verb 2. Okay, so or maybe like this sentence: Jane, this Jane wrote. This is verb 2. This is object. This is object. There are two objects, right? So let's change it. If there is one object, the passive must be like this. Okay, a letter was written. Remember, this is always follow be plus verb 3. Why you have to use was? Because this is verb 2. Okay, okay, this is optional, guys. You can write it or not. Okay, what about if there are two objects in the sentence? How you can change it into the passive voice? Okay, let's take a look. Jack was written a letter by Jane. Jack was written a letter by Jane. Okay. So in bahasa Indonesia like this. Jack dituliskan sebuah surat oleh Jane. Okay, so in here Jane menulis sebuah surat untuk si Jack. Okay, you know the difference, right? Okay, this is the two objects. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is we gave the information. This is one object. We gave the information to the police. Object, object. There are two objects. We gave the police the information. This is object and object. Okay, let's take a look. The one object. Let's change it. The information was given to the police. What about to object? Let's change to the passive voice. The police, look at this. The police were given the information by us. Were given the information by us. It's not like this, guys. Don't think about this one. The police, the information were given. No. Okay. So if you say that, remember, we focus about the action. Okay. So the police were given the information by us. Okay. All right. This is example 2. Example 3. They donated the money. This is one object. They donated the money to the non-profit organization. Okay. So let's take a look. We change to object to the passive voice. Non-profit organization was donated the money by them. Can we put the by them in here, guys? All right. Okay. Okay. Can we put? Can we put? Yes. Right. You can put it. Okay. All right. Yes. This is optional, guys. Non-profit organization was donated the money by them. Okay. All right. Next. What about example 4? Okay. One object, he told the story. The two object, he told the story to the children. So let's change the two objects. The children were told the story by him. This is the story. One object, the story. And then the children's object. Why you have to use word is because this is children is plural, not singular. Okay, remember. Okay, use because this is verb 2. You have to use be the past tense. Okay. There are a lot of questions. Do you have any questions? Just let me know, guys. Okay, next. Now we focus about being, like doing, seeing. Okay, being seen. Okay. Example. Remember, if there is ing in here, guys. So if you want to change into the passive, it must be followed by being after be. Okay, so it becomes is being done. Homework, a homework is. Don't use am anymore. Don't use am. A homework is being done by me. Okay, he is driving a car. So if you want to change the passive, a car is being driven. This is verb 3. Yeah. Remember, if there is ing in the active voice, you change it and you put being plus verb 3. Okay. Next. I don't like being, another example, I don't like people telling me what to do. The passive, I do not like being told. See? Being told. Told. Yeah? Told. Always told. This is verb 3. Yeah, even though there is no mm, be in here, people is telling, no, it's okay. Just put in being here. It's okay, guys. Okay? Remember, being always follow verb 3. Okay? Next, another example. They don't like people asking. The passive, they don't like being asked. Mereka tidak suka ditanyai. Okay? Mereka tidak suka ditanyai. Okay? Alright. Next. Another example. I remember somebody giving me a gift. I remember somebody giving me a gift. Okay? Giving. Being given. Verb 3. Okay? Mr. Miller do not like people keeping. Being kept. Okay? Next. Okay. So this is another things, guys, that you have to know. There is get. Yeah. It's not only using be, but also you can use get. Yeah. Another example, this one. The window was broken by some kids who were playing ball. Okay. Was, you can change was to be got. Yeah. So was, got. You change get to be got. Yeah, remember got. The glass was shattered by a baseball. The glass got shattered. Okay? This is another thing. Next. Ted was stung by a bee while he was sitting in the garden. Was stung. Okay? You change was to be got. I don't want these things to be damaged. Be. Why this is get? Because this is present tense. Right? Yeah, this is past tense. You have to use past tense got. Okay? Okay. Now let's take a look next. It is said that blah 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 blah. It is said that blah blah blah. If there is something that you can say using said, is said, yeah, it's also passive voice, guys. Henry is very old. Nobody knows exactly how old he is, but yeah, nobody he is, but it is said that he is 108 years old, or he is said to be 108 years old. Okay. All right. Next. Oh, okay, this one. Use this structure with verbs of perception like do, believe, yeah. You can change said becomes do, believe if you want to explain about perception. Consider, reported, known, expected, okay, alleged, understood, and so on. Yeah. Next, Jane works very hard, blah 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 blah. It is said that Jane works 16 hours a day. She said to work, blah 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 blah. Said. The police are looking for a missing boy. It is believed was wearing, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. Another things. Be supposed to. Be supposed to is in here same with be said to. Suppose, mengira. Okay, we say to same. They are same, guys. Let's go to the see that film. Let's go and see that film. It is supposed to be very good. Yeah, you can change to be. It is said to be very good. This is like to enrich your vocabulary, guys. It's like to change about how you can say something with another thing. Okay, but sometimes we suppose same with be planned, arranged, or expected. Yeah, you were supposed to clean the window, didn't you? You can change You were arranged to clean the window, didn't you? Okay. Next. All right. This is the same thing, guys. Okay. But this is use not. Yeah. Not to be supposed means not to be allowed. Yeah. This is not to be supposed, not to be allowed. You are not supposed to park your car here. It's private parking only. The policeman was not supposed to yell. He must be polite. You are not allowed to park your car here. The policeman was not allowed to yell. Okay? It's the same thing, guys. Okay. Okay. People say that women live longer than men. It is said that women live longer than men. This is the passive. People say that women live longer than men. But in the passive, it is said that women live longer than men. Okay. Women are said to live longer than men. It's okay. Women are said to live longer than men. Women are supposed to live longer than men. Let's see the example in here, guys. The text they have given to you. There are some passive voice I have found. For example, this one, they can be transmitted. Yeah, can be transmitted. Look at this. B plus verb 3 are known. B plus verb 3 was first reported. B plus reported verb 3. Okay, the virus can also be transmitted. B plus verb 3 can sometimes be exposed. B plus verb 3. Okay, human to human transmission has been confirmed. Okay, has been confirmed. Okay, this is present perfect tense. Yeah, passive in the present perfect tense. Were largely transmitted are also considered. And the last one were linked. Okay, that's all from our article about coronavirus. Okay, so yeah, this is I've shown you example. All right, that's all for today, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. If not, I'm going to make some quiz, yeah, some tests about simple, not simple, active and passive voice, guys. All right. So thank you so much for your attention. Just give me some questions in our Google Classroom, and after this, I will let you know if you are ready to do your exercise, or I mean your test about passive voice. Just let me know. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, and stay safe and be the best. Never give up. And the one most important thing, be grateful. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, guys. Love you.